of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
Now we begin the English language transmission from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
We now present the chorus from General Kim Il-sung. colors, transgender 김승일.
Respected Kim Jong-il, First Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, Inspected Unit 167 of the Navy of the Korean People's Army, honored with the title of Alternate-led 7th Regiment. He was accompanied by Vice Marshal of the Korean People's Army, Hwang Byung-se, Director of the General Political Bureau of the Korean People's Army, and Field General Jun In-sun, First Vice Chief of the General Staff and Director of the Operations Department of the Korean People's Army. Kim Jong-un looked round the room of education through revolutionary relics and a room dedicated to the history of the unit. He said the unit, which had been formed with only a few battleships tens of years ago, has been turned into a large base of submarines under the wise guidance of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. He said it is necessary to inform the seamen of the unit of the history of the unit well, so that they can devote all their wisdom and passion to the completion of combat preparations with the pride of serving in the post associated with the exploits performed by the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il in commanding the army. After seeing various indoor trainings, including torpedo charging drill in the General Underwater Training Hall, he went round the inner compartments of submarines number 748 and guided actual training aboard the submarines. Setting the course and teaching the know-how of navigation to the captains, he gave strength and courage to display bold offensive spirit. He highly praised the seamen of the submarine for their excellent training, saying the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea attaches great importance to the combined submarine unit. Kim Jong-un put forward the task to complete combat preparations of the unit, greatly strengthen the submarine's underwater operation ability, and mobilize and fortify the base. He stressed the need to strengthen political and ideological education among the seamen, so that they can perform their mission as the death-defying core of the faith, defending the party and the revolution at the risk of their lives, even in the operational waters of the vast ocean far from the beloved homeland. He instructed that the training to increase the commanding officer's capacity of organizing and commanding surface and underwater operations should be intensified on the basis of the study and completion of various plans simulating real battles, with the awareness that victory in the Green Sea battles would be won through training. He underscored the need to know about the enemy well and at the same time direct efforts to mapping up rational combat plans, seeing through the operational waters for the unit's action and anticipating possible situations in advance. He noted that the commanding officers and seamen should train in the situation of real war, and thus be well versed in the surface and underwater tactics, and prepare themselves to satisfactorily carry out their combat tasks. He emphasized that the commanding officers and seamen should clearly know that the hateful enemy are watching for a chance to invade the motherland, burn their hearts only with the thought of fighting, and put forth to combat preparations. He said the unit should launch an intensive drive for training of Mountbatten style under the slogan, "We are waiting for the party's order of sailing," and thus firmly prepare all the seamen as all-round seamen to mercilessly smash the enemy's warships intruding into the sea of the motherland. Kim Jong-un paid attention to the living of the seamen, making the round of the mess hall of the unit and the barracks of the seamen of submarine number 73. And Kim Jong-il, the supply service is precisely political work and provide the seamen with wonderful material and cultural living conditions. He took kind measures to further improve the life of the seamen of submarines of the unit. Expressing the belief that the officers and soldiers of the unit would remain loyal to the Sungun-based revolutionary leadership of the party, Kim Jong-un gave pairs of binoculars and automatic rifles to submarines 730 and 748 as souvenirs and had a photo session with them.
The Mexican newspaper Unidad Nacional recently carried a detailed trace of respect to the Kim Jong-un's famous work, "Let us brilliantly accomplish the revolutionary." General Secretary of our party.
Respected Kim Jong-un's revolutionary activities were reported abroad from June the 7th to the 11th. The Chinese Hong Kong Phoenix Satellite Television News Network, KBS Network, and International Broadcasting Network, and the Japanese Kyodo News reports the news of his field guidance for Changchun Vegetable Cooperative Farm in Sabong District, Pyongyang, and the news of his field guidance to the Hydrometeorological Service. The Chinese Hong Kong Takung Power and Northeast Network and Russian ITR reports the news of his field guidance to the Hydrometeorological Service. His visit to the Secondary School on the occasion of the 68th anniversary of the Korean Children's Union was reported by the Chinese Jilin newspaper, Phoenix Satellite Television, Northeast Network, and Jilin Network, the Lao News Agency, the magazine Hanberi Journal, and the websites of the Russian Group for Solidarity with the DPRK, the Russian Anti-Globalization Movement, and the International Alliance of Societies for the Study of the Church Idea and Sungun Policy in Eastern European and Central Asian regions. The Lao News Agency and the website of the Nigerian National Committee for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism reported that respected Marshal Kim Jong-un visited the Gabon combined food farm and food processing factory. The mass media of China, Laos, and Russia, and the regional organizations his photographs.
The Syrian Committee for Remembering His Excellency Kim Il-sung, Assembly Korean people, and the Committee of the Socialist Unionist Party of Syria for Remembering His Excellency Kim Il-sung were respectively formed on the 8th. The committee decided to organize a cultural event in praise of the immortal exploits of President Kim Il-sung on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of his demise. The Committee of the Socialist Unionist Party of Syria for Remembering His Excellency Great Leader Kim Il-sung decided to send a message to respected Kim Jong-un on the occasion of July the 8th. Meanwhile, the first African Committee for remembering the Korean leader Kim Il-sung was formed in Mpumalanga province on the 7th.
The Kenyan Committee for Remembering President Kim Il-sung and the Kenyan National Committee jointly brought out a special issue bulletin on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the demise of the great President Kim Il-sung. The articles carried in the bulletin said, "What we think first when remembering President Kim Il-sung, the father of socialist Korea, is his benevolent image with bright smile on his face. President Kim Il-sung mixed himself among the people without ceremony and took warm care of them. It was a fragrance of great men peculiar to President Kim Il-sung that he warmly treated South Koreans, overseas compatriots and foreigners too, and took care of them with parental affection. His benign image will be kept most dearly in the hearts of the progressive humanity forever," the article stressed.
Lectures, seminars, roundtable talks, book, food and fine arts exhibitions, and film shoots took place in Kyrgyzstan, Slovakia, Ethiopia, Russia, Nigeria, Mexico, Malaysia, Iran, and Indonesia on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the Korean leader Kim Jong-un's party work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. Displayed at the venues of book, food and fine arts exhibitions were photographs showing the immortal achievements of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il and respected Kim Jong-un. Also on display were their famous works and other books and photos and fine art pieces of the DPRK. Speakers at the event praised leader Kim Jong-il as an uncommon veteran statesman and benevolent father of the people who led to victory by applying the most unique political mode. A
joint statement was issued by the Swiss-Korean Committee and the Swiss Group for the Spread of the Treaty idea on the 7th, by Atanas Ivanov, honorary chairman of the Bulgarian Communist Union, on the 11th, on the occasion of the semi-centenary of the great leader Kim Jong-il's start of work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. The statement said the greatest of the exploits performed by Kim Jong-il is that he defended socialist cause, and it is that the world progressives, as well as the entire Korean people, pay highest tribute to him on the occasion of the semi-centenary of his start of work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea.
The marches of school youth and children from across the country to revolutionary battle sites in the area of Mount Tibetto visited the old home of the Korean leader Kim Jong-il in the partisan security camp on Sunday. They placed a floral basket and flowers before the mosaics of the three commanders of Mount Tibetto, Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-suk, and paid a tribute to them. They held a meeting to adopt a ladder to respect the martyr Kim Jong-un before the old home. The ladder was read off at the meeting. The ladder reports the march made on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the historic victory in the Busan area battle, organized and commanded by the General Kim Il-sung. During the march, all the participants were convinced again that the Pact-2 under the leadership of respected Master Kim Jong-un is the only way to achieve victory, the latter said, and stressed. The revolutionary cause of Juche, the cause of Tendon Revolution, started in Mount Tibetto, will be accomplished with the bloodline of the Pact-2, as well as for the new generations who inherited the anti-Japanese revolutionary forerunners' spirit of resolute defense of the leader. The latter to respect the Master Kim Jong-un was adopted. After meeting, the marchers looked round the historic relics preserved in the old home. They had agreed to the daybreak on Mount Tibetto that day. On the top of the mountain, 2,000 marchers camped the song, "Our Time on the March" started from Mount Tibetto.
The Architectural Engineering branch of the DPRK State Academy of Sciences has recently made scientific achievements helpful to raising the quality and speed of construction. The Construction Machinery Institute invented a laser leveling instrument based on a one-chip processor, which can correctly measure the horizontality and verticality at one time. The Inorganic Building Materials Institute developed the Cosmic Accelerator, which raises the cement hardness lines while preventing the erosion of reinforcement bars and applied it to major construction.
The government delegation of the DPRK, led by foreign minister, of Qatar on June the 15th. The delegation was received at the airport by officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Qatar and the DPRK ambassador extraordinary plenipotentiary to the country. Earlier, the delegation left the Republic of Mozambique by air after finishing its visit to the country.
More than 4,000 workers, peasants, and destitute people met at the railway station on June the 13th, denouncing Park Geun-hye and her clan for their inhuman tyranny. Korean internet newspaper Voice of People. Speakers at the meeting said what the government did during the season of the Sewol was only repetition of lies, and pointed out that the Park Geun-hye government, which had to protect the security and lives of the people, sank together with the ferry. They demanded authorities probe into the Sewol disaster, including investigation into the president, ensure the right existence of the evacuation, put an end to denationalization and relaxation of the regulations, implement the promise of probe into the truth behind interference in the elections, and punish the criminals. Then the protesters
The sycophantic and traitorous nature of the unofficially designated was disclosed by the KBS on June 11th, triggering off great public criticism. Giving a special lecture in 2011, she said the Japanese imperialist military occupation of June the 25th war happened according to the will of the God, and complete independence of the Korean Peninsula and did not hesitate to insult the people's uprising in Jeju Island as riot. A South Korean scholar disclosed that the unofficially designated Minister of National Defense, Han Min-gu's grandfather, Han Bong-soo, had surrendered to the Japanese imperialists and committed a pro-Japanese traitorous act, informing against the volunteers commander and actually partaking in police roundup operations. And that's the end of the news read by Hyo Sung-nam and Lee Hyang-sim. This is Voice of Korea. Please enjoy your meal. Korea's President Kim Il-sung is with General Kim Jong-il.
patriot Kim Il-sung. Kim Il-sung is the great-grandfather of Kim Il-sung, the great leader of the Korean people. He was born in the then Kim-seong-gi, Pyongyang on June 17, 1848. He had unusually strong patriotism from his childhood. His burning patriotism was fully manifested in the struggle for burning down the youth imperialist aggressorship General Sherman. The United States, that had long watched for a chance to invade Korea, sent its aggressorship General Sherman into Korea in August 1866. The aggressors fired cannons and rifles at random to kill people, plundered wealth, and committed arson. Wi Chong-bok, lecturer of National House of Class Education, was this to say.
남의 나라 땅에서 감행하는 많은 참으로 뻔뻔스럽고 흉악무도했습니다. 김웅 선생님께서는 흉악무도한 신학자들을 추모했습니다.
The atrocities committed in Korea were really insolent and brutal. Kim Il-sung took the lead in the struggle to repel the brutal aggressors. He prepared a fire-attack battle to burn the aggressor ship, which was committing all kinds of wrongdoing, sailing on the river Taedong, and commanded the battle. The U.S. imperialist aggressor ship General Sherman was buried in the river Taedong thanks to the active struggle of Kim Il-sung and villagers and people of the walled city of Pyongyang against the invaders. There was not a record in the U.S. history of overseas aggression that heavily armed northern warships sank in any other country. The sinking of the ship General Sherman was an ignominious defeat the U.S. aggressors suffered for the first time. The brilliant victory achieved in the resistance against the invasion of the ship General Sherman was a great event that fully displayed the patriotic devotion and national stamina of the Korean people. When the U.S. invaders sent another aggressor ship Shenandoah into the river Taedong in March 1868 too, Kim Il-sung led a struggle to defeat the invaders. His life is shining as the life of an ardent patriot who fought for the country and nation at the risk of his life. You've been listening to an account under the title Ardent Patriot Kim Il-sung. It is the voice of Korea.
Here is a female instrumental ensemble, Song of Mangyongdae. appreciate the immortal masterpiece of Korea and Glory to Thee, created by the great leader Kim Jong-il in 1949 or 1960. Korea String Quartet, live from the Party Central Committee. My Hope for Country. Our country is brilliant forever with a benevolent sunlight and bright starlight. We advance the rosy future with the greatest pride of the world. Greatest place where we live, the bosom of Marshal Kim Il-sung. My Hope for Country that realizes all hopes of people for prosperity.
마음이 하나는 꿈이 눈앞에 꽂혀 내일도 즐겁기만 해 살고 그대를 사는 것 은근히 인생이 사랑만이 제발 눈이 뜨는 날 보고라 Yeah.
here is a light music song. Let's defend the party center with lovers. Now, you will appreciate the song We Will Go One Road Forever, created in 2070 or 1981.
English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 13,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz and 13,650 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa between 16 and 17 hours UTC on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 1,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South Americas between 4 and 5 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,710 kHz and 15,180 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.